Good morning. We are headed to the Goodwill outlets to look through the Goodwill bins and see what they have. Last week we struck gold with books and quilts, which is great because the week before it was slim pickings. Yeah. So you just never know.
We've had a shortage of cookbooks. We actually sell quite a few cookbooks. I've only found one or two like the last month, so I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for those because those are always fun to grab and they're good sellers.
And I want to see if I can find more home decor because lately I've been finding more home decor here at the bins. It's super inexpensive, great for upcycling and reselling for a profit. How nice is this overcast weather?
If this could just be every day, but then like 20 million people would live here if this was every day.
Yeah, it's like 75, 80 is the high today. And we're gonna be in the 80s through 4th of July. So I'm pretty excited. Look, it's Caitlin and Odelia. I think Deborah's over there somewhere. Desiree has a full cart. And my niece Charlotte is here. It's family thrifting day.
Looks like we've got some nice full book carts. Let's see what we can find in here. So right off the bat, we've got the Sunset Recipe Annual with some delicious looking bread and pizza on the top. And we're going to go with this one, 1991 edition. Doesn't seem that old, but that's 33 years ago. I have to get the Field Guide to Animal Tracks. When was this? 1954.
All right, so Jill has been thrifting already, and she found us a whole pile of stuff. I'm going to go through it and pick out all the things I want. For sure, I want this. Look how cute that is. Little scarecrow quilt. And this is cool. I love all the detail, the eyelet. This is really delicate and pretty. And I like the pink one. Zeb, do you like the yellow and green one?
I do.
All right, so we're going to get that one. Little baby girl dress here for Odelia. This is such a cute apron. It looks like something that my grandma Doreen would have worn. Here's some really cute vintage linens. This looks like it's just like a little hanky. I love this crochet edge standard size pillowcase. I'm gonna look and see if I can find any more because sometimes when you find a couple things, there's more in the bins.
So Jamie's sister's back in town. Deborah's here with me at the bins today. She drove up and met us here, but she's got an old dictionary. I'm getting her blessing to take these apart and put, the librarian is saying it's okay.
Yeah, get the word spread. There you go.
The old dictionaries are free game. This is a fun one here, Taste of Home baking book. I don't know the age of this book. I can't find it. It's universal literature. The back, the spine's coming apart here. But it's got all kinds of stuff like Egyptian, Roman, Taj Mahal. It's almost like laid out like a dictionary or encyclopedia.
This is cute. She's a little wash.
They're replacing the bins for the books. Excited about that. This one actually doesn't even look like, they're getting rid of some of the books. I don't want that. The bins are crazy today. Got a new book bin though. What's this? The title on this book, I don't know if you can see it. The grass is always greener over the septic tank.
Kept digging and I found a little jackpot. They all need some OxyClean, but they've got little embroidery on the edge. They're cute. Cute vintage pillowcase. This looks like percale. I found this one pillow sham. If there were two, I would totally grab it, but I think I might just leave just this one if I can't find another one. Here's a cute little pillow sham. I'm going to dig and see if I can find the match to it. But it's still cute as is. Somebody could just put it like in the middle of a bed.
A couple of people have asked us to show what we do with ephemera and like book pages and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to get this just for that purpose. Children's classics, Robinson Crusoe, just like the Heidi last week. All right, look at all this, just hiding over here. All these children's classics. We've got Black Beauty. We've got Alice in Wonderland, the Arabian Nights, Treasure Island. Look at all these. These are like heavy hitters here. Heidi again, another Heidi. And Tales from Shakespeare. So I grabbed this book because I just thought that the cover was interesting. It's named Bob, Son of Battle. It's from 1898. It's like a children's book.
So I found my first pillowcase over there, and then I went across to the other side of the bins, and look what I found. Now I have a set. I always like to keep digging. If I find one good thing I like, I look for another. I just saw the fabric in here that said hobo, and I checked it out, and this is a hobo bag. These sell for a good amount. It's leather. All the zippers work. It's not in perfect shape, but I think it's still worth buying. They are about to change out the bins. They changed out that entire side over there, so there'll be some home decor, and then the clothes, and then books will be next. All right, everybody's going. Let's go. I see two things I need here and here. Those are cool. That's cute. I wonder if there's another one. There's another one that's so ugly. It's cute. I gotta grab it.
So I never heard of Paul, but apparently he knows what he's doing. He's got himself a hardback cookbook, and it's pretty well laid out.
These are really cute. There's actually quite a few of them. I'm just wondering if I should just get all of them, or if that's more than I need. I think I'm gonna get all of them. Just found this quilt. Handmade, kind of Christmas colors. We're gonna need another cart. Those are finding more of these everywhere. I'm gonna have to go through them because I don't know what I grabbed earlier. I just grabbed an entire stack of these. There are lots of great inventory for the shop, brand new, even the nails. Found another cute little vintage pillowcase. I actually also really like this teacup reusable bag, so I'm gonna put all my stuff in it. So that's my cute little niece, Charlotte, and her boyfriend. She said it was okay if I filmed them. They're in town for the 4th, and they're big thrifters. It makes my auntie heart so proud. These are the Declaration of Independence. I'm going to have to look up this brand to see what they retail for. But I got so many, I feel like we can offer a really good price on them. Cute little Vera Bradley iPad bag. It's in really good shape. This is something you don't find every day. It looks like an old vintage fan. I thought maybe it was a reproduction, but I don't think it is. And the color's really good. Another Vera Bradley bag. What if I wear that? I love watching all the teenagers and what they find here. Vera Bradley bag. All the zippers are good. And I'm going to keep digging because I think there's some good stuff in this bin. I think this is real leather with turquoise and silver. At least it looks like real turquoise to me. The brand is P&G, so I will look that up. But it looks like it's in good shape. This looks almost brand new, and these retail for between $70 and $80. They're like travel bags. And I'm gonna make sure all the zippers work, and I'm gonna grab that. So this isn't really my vibe, but I think there is somebody out there that totally needs this bag. So I'm gonna buy it and see if somebody loves it. I always love bags of craft supplies. This is a bunch of like velvet ribbon and stuff. I'm gonna grab it because I think that pink ribbon is really precious. I like this strap. People buy them and just like put them on their bag. It kind of looks like a guitar strap. How much did we spend all total?
So $118 today.
$118, 2 carts. It was a good day.
On the hill.
I know, you always parking on the hill. We are back home, done at the bins, working on projects today. One of the things I'm working on is not dinner. I have a special liner that I use when I am soaking hardware. A couple sconces covered in paint. I'm just gonna put them on slow cook low for 6 hours, just water, and the paint should soak off. What are you working on, Seb?
All right, so I just sanded this. This is an old cutting board. I'm gonna put some hemp oil on there. And then this one here, we are gonna paint it, and I gotta go get some aluminum. I've got some thick gauge aluminum wire that I'm gonna use to make a handle for it.
I'm just gonna get these all painted up. A couple things have sold, some of the things haven't sold, and we're gonna get these projects knocked out. I found these when I was at the shop looking for hooks. I'm gonna have Zeb take the nails out and then just paint them like a couple little chippy pieces of salvage. It's amazing what you find when you're looking for something, but you get something else. That's how you know you're a hoarder. And then Zeb, what oil are you gonna use on this?
I said I was gonna use hemp oil earlier. Would work, we do have that, but I'm actually gonna use tung oil because it hardens and I like it better on a cutting board. So my container's old and been dripped on a lot, but this is the tung oil, all natural, non-toxic, food safe. We carry it at jamirayvintage.com. Should be enough for both sides. I'm just gonna rub it in. Then we'll let it cure up and dry. It can take up to 30 days to completely cure, just like a wax. but usually it's nice and hard and ready to be used within a couple days, in my opinion.
Waste on Wednesday yesterday, and I'm mixing up Moody Blue with 1 part warm water, and I'm gonna paint my projects in this. We'll see how far it goes. So I'm mixing up some leftover ocean with my Moody Blue. I like to use that so that I get a little bit more paint, and I should be able to do all my projects in this. Waste not, want not. I made this a little thin.
Yeah, you did.
I might have to add another color to the second coat,
Some more powder, some more milk
It's
paint
all right.
powder.
I'm gonna get it done one way or the other.
All right, so that's all oiled up. It's still real fresh, but really richened up the tone of that wood and conditioned that wood as well. And that's one project done. Took like 3 minutes of sanding and oiling, and we're finished. This bucket here, great little enamel bucket. It's really slick and shiny. I'm not gonna fight that a whole lot. Like, I could put the best paint in the world on here and I'd still probably have to do several coats of coverage and it would stick fine, but you know, the cottage color is probably what I'm gonna use on here. And if I just give it a quick little scuff, that'll fix it. This shade of green is okay, but we're gonna update it a little bit with juniper, more of like a sagey, deeper green. I'm just gonna paint this while I'm at it and we'll get that painted up. I'm gonna leave the inside of this unpainted, so we're gonna have like a tone on tone look. I think that'll be fun.
So adding a little bit of Sweetie Jane to this thickened it up. And now I've got so many different colors. It just looks like Moody Blue to me.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
I'm gonna let these dry and hopefully get some fun, like a fun chippy look. All right, so these are dry. This is what it looks like sanded. This is what it looks like just air drying. You can kind of see it starting to chip off. I'm just gonna come in with sandpaper. Looks like this is 150. Sometimes I use 220. Just remove any of the loose paint, kind of getting all the cracks.
Okay, Jamie joked that this looked like it had whiskers on it, and you know, it's 5 o'clock shadows, pretty strong. So I'm gonna paint this. We're gonna go with Pacific cottage color on there, and then I'm gonna bring some of this like goldish accent back. This is kind of like a bronzy, brassy gold look. We're gonna do more of like a gold wax.
Anytime you can use something over and over again, it's a good value. So one of my favorite stencils, which I haven't used in a while, is our Transferware border pack. It comes with 4 different borders, and it's really good for thrift flips. You can also use it on furniture and all kinds of things. I'm using DIY crinoline, a JRB 1/2" stencil brush to stencil this on here, and it's gonna look really cute, and I will be able to use this stencil in another project. So I just connected this little edge piece here, and now I've got a border that goes on both sides, and I'll just do this on each side and then clear wax and done. DIY clear wax to seal up my little milk painted pieces, and then my projects are finished.
I really kind of like that lip. Like, I didn't think I would like that peachy plum pink coming through, but I do. It works.
I think it's good. This looks like a old chippy planter. I did distress the stenciling a little bit, and it's got a little bit of crackle from the milk paint. I'm happy with it. I like it a lot better than what it was.
So I saw Jamie stenciling over there, and I'm like, I want to stencil mine. I got this big flat space, so I got all the mini labels out, and I was like, which one? You can tell which ones I use a lot. They got paint all over them. But I want to find something fun. This will most likely be used for like a little gather bucket or something to plant in, one of the two, I'd imagine. So I found this stencil here. I'm probably like halfway through the pile. This is actually for pottery or stoneware, but we're gonna use it on this. I think it'll be great. And I'm gonna do it in Pacific, the nice navy. I think that'll be a good contrast. Jamie's helping me out with one of my projects.
And just bringing back some of that original detail. Because it already has sealer, once I distress it, will be
Are you gonna dry brush that at all, or are you just gonna
I'm
distress?
I'm just gonna distress it till I like it.
Okay. All right, just a little dip of Pacific. I want this to be pretty dry before I start stenciling. I might have to do 2 coats.
Yeah, because this is slick metal, so if you get too juicy, that'll be a hot mess.
Yeah, I'll just go up underneath. All right, let's see how we did. Okay, that was just a flake. All right, I'm probably gonna do another coat, but I'm gonna let that dry, and then, because I want it to be really dark and crisp. All right, so I tested it. My wire, this is just, I had a big spool of it when I was putting in chain link fence, and it's used as a tensioner on the bottom of the fence. And I've still got a bunch left, so I've been using it for all kinds of stuff. But it fits perfectly in this little hole, so I'm gonna try to just bend the end so that we can loop it up in there, and then we'll pull the handle up and see where we're at. All right, I might have to take this out.
See, the muscle is activating.
Stop it. All right, I think that's a good enough bend there. The trick is gonna be getting it to like stay in. Oh, okay.
All right, we got one on.
Okay, how high do I want this handle to be?
No, but I remember when you bought this being like, I seriously can't believe you're making a handle. It's just like, I would have passed, but Zeb's always trying to save everything.
I think I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna drill a hole through here and make this a little larger so that I can.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Now the true test is, can you skip with it?
How do you feel about my bucket now?
I like your bucket. I want to see you skip with it. Skip.
Oh, skip? You need to skip with the bucket?
It's skippable. All right, last project of the day. Well, I mean, of this video. Are we really ever done doing projects?
No.
So he's wet distressing because the paint is fresh. Once that paint cures all the way, you would not be able to do this. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of the golden rule wax. He distressed it a little bit, so a little bit's peeking through, but this is gonna take it next level.
I like this gold color so much better than the other it had.
So Zeb made a mess.
I didn't put my wax on very neat, and it was hot. Under the paint was hot, and so it just kind of like really absorbed down. I couldn't get it off.
The whole bottom's going gold now.
So has it been 6 hours, and does the paint look like it's coming off? Reach in there and just grab it.
It's probably hot.
Yeah, it's like boiling hot. Oh, the fork was the tool? It's still gonna be hot. Here, put the tines in there. There you go.
Okay.
Is the paint coming off is the question. If it's, oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so it's brass underneath. Somebody painted it. So whenever people complain about painting over brass, it's really not that big of a deal. You just have to soak it in just water for like 6 hours and it just comes right off.
So I would say that this week at the bins was a wild success. We found so many good things and stuff we've never found before.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the new old stock, all of those wall hangings. There's probably over 100 of them easy. So I'm gonna separate them by design and count the quantities. I'm also excited about that old fan.
Yeah, and you got some good quilts this week, and we got a bunch of cookbooks, so stay tuned for that.
If you want the paint and products that we used on our flips, you can find those at JamiRayVintage.com. We'll also drop a link for all of our thrifted finds from last week and before. These new items will be available Saturday at 8:30 Mountain Time with our weekly thrift haul. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY
and thrifting. We'll see you on the next episode.